Hey, it's Patrick Cuneta. Hope you're having a great day. In this video, we're talking about Uber Eats and whether or not you should drive for Uber Eats. You've probably heard of the platform. It's definitely becoming more and more popular nowadays. You know, you just hop on the app on your phone, order food, and it gets there in like 20, 30 minutes, depending on where you order from. And it's just super easy and convenient. And, you know, not only is it awesome for customers, you know, for everyday people to just order food, but it's also a great opportunity to make some extra money or to make a lot of money. You know, I think Uber Eats is a great system, you know, for anybody to make money, whether it's on the side or full-time as your main source. You know, there's a lot of opportunity there, definitely. And let me first begin by saying that I've been driving Uber Eats for over a year, and I just recently completed my 1,000th trip. I also have quite a few other videos about Uber Eats and a little bit more about Grubhub, DoorDash, and Amazon Flex as well. And I'll put a link to the playlist in the description so you can check those out if you want to later. But moving on to the video, should you or should you not drive Uber Eats? Well, like I said, I think it is a great opportunity. There's, you know, so much business out there. You know, if you've already been driving Uber Eats, then you know that if you go online, you know, there's going to be a pretty consistent stream of orders, and it's very busy compared to a lot of other platforms that I've driven on as well. And, you know, let me begin by stating the requirements that you need to drive Uber Eats. So if you have a car that is at least 20 years old or newer, or in some areas they also allow bicycle delivery. You might even be able to do it by foot, but I'm not sure. I think that depends on your area. But all you need is a vehicle, or in some cases a bike. You need to be only 19 years old at least, which I didn't know. I thought I had to be 21 for a long time in order to drive Uber Eats and delivery and stuff like that. But really it's just passengers. You have to be 21 to drive passengers. So you only have to be 19 years old, which is something, like I said, it's something I didn't know about. So you only have to be 19 years old, have a vehicle or bike in some cases. What else? You need to just have insurance on that car if you're driving with a car. And then you just need to pass a background check and stuff, and that's pretty much it. And it takes like 5 minutes to sign up, like not even. Super easy, and you pretty much just submit the documents you need, direct deposit form, your insurance document, and you're pretty much good to go. It takes like a few days up to like a week for the background check to go through and all the paperwork to process. But then you're pretty much done. You don't have to go get an inspection. You don't have to go to a meeting or an office building or anything like that. You literally just sign up online, and as soon as you're done with the sign up process and it's gone through, you just download the driver app on your phone and you just go online and you can just start making money. So it's super easy. If you're not familiar with how the driver side works, basically you just go online for an order whenever you want to go online. There's no schedule. You make your own schedule. You don't have a boss. You don't have a supervisor. You don't have anybody you have to check in with for anything at all. It's literally just you on your own. And you just go online whenever you want to, whenever you have time. If you want to create a schedule for yourself, that's a really good idea. I have a few other videos on strategies and tips and tricks and things like that, which are in the playlist down there. But mainly just talking about whether or not you should drive. And like I said, you just go online and you just begin to get orders. As they come in, you know, it'll pop up on your phone. This little sound goes off. You have like a 10, 15 second window to accept it. And then as soon as you accept that order, you just start navigating to the restaurant, and it automatically just pops open the map within the driver app, and you just hit navigate and you just drive over to the restaurant. And then you go inside, show them the phone. You have the little list of what's on the order, and you have a little code, and you just show it to them or just tell them the name on it most of the time. And they just give you the food, and most often you'll have an insulated bag. You just put it in this bag and then you carry it to your car, strap it up, and then you just hit done, and then you just navigate to the customer's house and go drop it off, and then that's pretty much it. And then as soon as you complete that trip, you get money and you get paid for it right away, instantly. And you can see as you drop off each trip exactly how much you have. It'll update right afterwards, showing you your total amount. And you also get tips as well. Sometimes you'll get tips included in the payment, like automatically, like right off the bat, and it'll show you, hey, for this order you're gonna earn at least $9 or at least $12 or at least $7 or something like that. And it'll show you what you're guaranteed to make for that order. Now, sometimes it won't show you, and sometimes you will only get a few bucks per order, but overall you do get a pretty good amount of tips. And this, of course, this will vary depending on the area you live in, what city you're in. There's a lot of different factors that will come into play as far as restaurants, traffic, maybe percentage of people tipping or something like that. But there are definitely going to be some differences here and there between city to city. But overall, there's a great opportunity pretty much everywhere for it. I live in Vancouver, Washington, which isn't a huge city. It's just kind of suburbs. It's like 10 minutes north of Portland, Oregon. And it's really good here. The city's growing definitely a lot. But yeah, I do really, really well. There's a lot of, you just go to the busy areas of town and, wherever that is in your city, and you can just pick up tons and tons of orders. Personally, I just go online from my house whenever I start. I don't live in like a super busy area of town. I'm kind of just in the suburbs, a few minutes away. There's some busy areas like maybe 5-10 minutes down the road. But I just go online from my house. So whenever I want to drive Uber Eats, I just hang out in my room and I have my phone there with my sound on all the way, and you just go online and then I just wait for an order. If I don't get one right away, I'll be like doing some work on my computer or something, and then you just get the order and go, and that's pretty much it. And once you start going, typically right before you drop an order off at the house, you'll get another one. So it'll be like a continuous stream of orders, just ding, 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 ding. I was actually driving Uber Eats last night and I just had a steady stream, like I said, and they were really good paying orders. It was like $9, $10, $12, and they were all like really short, fast orders, so I didn't have to wait super long or anything like that. Uber Eats definitely has a lot of quick orders on there compared to other systems. I noticed when I drive Grubhub, and I did DoorDash once or twice, so I don't have too much experience with that, but I noticed those typically have longer wait times than Uber Eats. Uber Eats, in my opinion, it's fast-paced, a lot of orders. It might be a little bit lower per order depending on tips. That's really the majority of it, but you have the potential to make a great amount of money. You can make, I have a few other videos talking about exactly how much I made on Uber Eats, but I've noticed actually lately it's been improving. They've improved the app quite a bit over time, to where the tip system's better, everything, a lot of different things are better as far as the driver's side and the customer side goes. So it's a really good, developed system. Uber Eats has been out for quite a few years. Like I said, it's been picking up a lot of popularity recently. I definitely think Uber Eats is the most popular out of all the apps, like Grubhub and DoorDash, and it might vary from city to city, but I think overall Uber Eats is the most popular. I think it was like one of the first ones out there, but don't quote me on that because I don't really know. But like I said, Uber Eats is awesome if you fit the requirements. Like I said, car 20 years or newer. If you're at least 19 years old, pass a background check, have insurance. That's just the general pretty much guidelines. I think a really big majority of people do fit those guidelines. Then try it out. And like I said, whether you have a full-time job already, or if you're, in between jobs right now looking for work, or no matter your situation, if you want to just sign up and pick up some extra money whenever you need it, whether it's, a couple hours on the weekend, or if it's 40 hours a week, all week, you can do whatever you want to do. Like I said, there's so much freedom and there's so much flexibility. If you want to take 3 weeks off for vacation, you just don't have to drive. You don't have to go check with your boss and check with your schedule and ask for permission. You just don't drive. And that feeling of freedom and empowerment is incredible to me. I quit my job over a year ago. I used to work full-time in sales, and I hated it. I wasn't happy there. I wasn't happy with the structure of it, just wasn't happy at all. And, I made the leap and I just quit the job, and I said, screw it, I'm just going to quit. And I was scared to quit because I wasn't sure about how I was going to make money and things like that. But I had just started driving Uber Eats. And I thought to myself, you know what, I can do this. If I really go out there and just drive and do everything I can to maximize my earnings, then I can support myself and pay my bills. And that's what I've done for over a year. Like I said, I've been able to pay all my bills, and, I'm in the process of, changing my situation financially, paying off a lot of bills and things like that, and getting a place soon. And, it's been incredible. Uber Eats has made it possible for me to, work towards my dreams. And that's another thing another thing I love about Uber Eats is if you're working towards any kind of goal, if you're working towards, if you're building a business, if you're working towards, any goal, if you're, like I said, becoming an actor, an actress, or an athlete, or any kind of goal you have in mind that requires you to put a lot of work in and a lot of time in, if you're doing that for your long-term goals, then Uber Eats is great, because there's so much flexibility. Like I said, so much flexibility in the schedule, in the time you want to drive, and everything. So if you are working, 5 hours a day on your business, you can just drive whenever it works best for you. So it's so flexible, and it's so easy to do. It's made it possible for me, for example, just to share my story. I've been working on growing this YouTube channel for a very long time. I've been going daily uploads for over 5 months at this point of recording this video. And, I've seen quite a bit of growth, and it's been fantastic to me. It's been incredible, the fact that I can just share information, help people out. Not just videos on Uber Eats, I have all kinds of other videos on personal growth, some vlogs too, and a bunch of other fun stuff. But yeah, the fact that I can create videos that are helping people out, and, I have full flexibility, and I definitely have the time in my day to create these videos and keep going with my channel and responding to comments and posting on social media and things like that. I have all this time, and I've developed my own routine and schedule because of my flexibility with Uber Eats and also Grubhub and DoorDash. But Uber Eats has been the main one for me. That's definitely the one I've driven the most on, for sure. Over 1,000 trips, like I said. I do still drive Grubhub occasionally. I'd say, to be honest with you guys, I drive Grubhub and Uber Eats. Sometimes I go online, both of them. But for the beginner, for anybody out there or anybody who's not driving Uber Eats, I definitely recommend starting with Uber Eats, because like I said, it's just so incredible, and it's so easy, and it's so flexible. And I think a lot of people don't realize really how truly easy it is and how great the rewards can be. I've heard of people having bad experiences and things like that, and saying, oh, you don't make any money, it's not worth it at all. But, I think as long as you stay positive, and as long as you, go to each restaurant and be patient, just be polite to everybody, and, don't walk in thinking, oh my God, this is going to take forever, this is going to take so long, oh, something's going to get messed up. Because if you're constantly thinking about negative things like that, then things are going to feel a lot more negative than they actually are. And on the other hand, if you're positive, if you're just patient, if you are just, if you're waiting for an order, just hang out on your phone for a little bit. Or if you get there super early, you can watch some YouTube videos for a little bit. Whatever you want to do, bring some headphones. You can just hang out and, just enjoy yourself while you're waiting for an order. It's really not that terrible. And, if you're super like, oh, nobody's going to tip me as well, then you're just going to be in a negative mindset, and that's just going to bring about a negative experience for you. So like I said, just stay positive, be persistent, especially when you start driving. It might not seem like it's paying off super good right away if you do like 3 trips, but if you just keep going every day and develop the routines and develop the best strategies for driving, then you can make a lot of money on there for sure. There's a lot of times where I make 20 to 25 bucks an hour when I'm driving on rideshare apps. And, that's when it's like super busy and it's going great. But, it's been really, really good. Like I said, a lot of the times, I'd say average between my Grubhub and Uber Eats is like between 15 and 20 bucks an hour when it's busy. And of course, there's certain months which are slow, and in January has been pretty slow last month as well. But it's really starting to pick up a lot, and it's been great. Like I said, I've had a great experience with Uber Eats for sure. Uber Eats is always my main one to go to, and it's incredible. One other thing to mention is that you can get paid every single day. So if you go out and you drive and make 150 bucks in a single day, you just boom, hit cash out. It goes straight to your account, direct deposit, and they charge you a 50-cent fee, no matter how much you're withdrawing. You can withdraw 500 bucks and they charge you 50 cents. So you can literally get paid every single day, which is awesome. Like I said, if you're working a job maybe, and say you just have an emergency that comes up and you're like, oh my God, I need $100 tomorrow. Like, I have to, and you don't get paid for another 3 days or like a couple of weeks or something like that, then you can just go out and drive Uber, and maybe it's your day off. Go out and drive Uber and just get that money, and you just cash out and it goes straight to your account. So like I said, if you're already working a job, or if you're in school, or no matter your situation, if you have that as an option, it's going to be so awesome for you. And if you don't need it for 3 weeks or a couple months, then just put the app down and don't drive. That's it. And if you ever, a situation comes up where you need to make money, than be like, oh God, I have Uber Eats, and just go online and make that money. Like I said, it's so easy. All you have to do is keep your documents updated, your insurance document, your license and stuff like that, if it ever expires. And that's pretty much all there is to it. It's just such an easy option. And like I said, if you want to do it full time, 40 hours, you can just go out and do it. You can drive like 50 or 60 hours if you want to. I've seen a lot of people do that. So yeah, that's pretty much what it is. You know, of course, you got to take into account your gas and your maintenance on your car and things like that. But I've found that it's totally worth it. You know what I mean? And this of course will vary, you know, depending on how you get your maintenance done, what kind of car you have, how expensive your maintenance is, if you do any maintenance yourself. Things like that are going to affect that as well. But like I said, overall, it's been great for me. It's been a great experience, and I encourage everybody to try it out. So if you enjoyed this video, if you feel like this might be something you're interested in, then just hit the sign up button in the description. I'll put it right down there for you. All you have to do is click that link, and then it's going to hop you over to Uber Eats sign up, and you just fill out the form. Like I said, it takes like 5 minutes. It's pretty easy in my opinion, and you're pretty much good to go. And then, you know, once you're approved in the next week or so, or a few days, then you can just go out there and start driving. And that's what it is, you know, and you can just start making money right away. It's so easy. And it might seem a little intimidating at first to just get out there and, you know, deliver food to strangers and things like that. But as soon as you get used to it, get into the flow of things, it's going to be super easy. And, you know, before you know it, you're just going to be making money left and right. So like I said, hit that link in the description to sign up. You know, try it out. I definitely encourage you to. If you have any questions or comments at all, feel free to leave them in the comments. You know, any advice, any questions about Uber Eats, I'm happy to answer them. I respond to pretty much every single comment I get. That is one thing I am definitely passionate about. Don't forget to also check out the description. Feel free to reach out to me on Instagram as well. Any other questions or comments, I love connecting with you guys on there. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Got plenty more videos coming soon. Your mind is much more powerful than you think. Have a great day. Peace.